I've talked about patience before, and I kind of want to bring it up again, but the area from which I want to talk about patience this time is more of the standpoint of enduring something because you have to wait for the benefit that you're going to reap. Too many times we sell ourselves short in waiting for God to work in our lives because we're impatient and we don't want to endure the journey that He has us on. And this was really revealed to me when I was talking with Kelly about how I was looking at some of my old footage on my drone, and I was telling her how I happened to be recording this lightning storm, and I was like, I really got to give it up to the National Geographic type people who sit out there all day with their camera running hoping that they catch something. And I said I had got frustrated when I was shooting this lightning storm because it was at one point that I felt like there wasn't anything happening in the sky, and the moment I would move my camera or move the drone, that I would almost miss what I had actually came out there to capture. And I believe that that is exactly how God works with us. So my reference point is Galatians chapter 6 verses 9. And let us not grow weary of doing good, for in due season we will reap if we do not give up. And that main point, that main take home is to not give up. See, I was sitting there and I'm flying and I'm like, man, I really, really want to capture some awesome lightning streaks. And I'm ready to give up because I'm like, yo, this isn't exactly what I'm picturing. The sky's been dark for too long. I'm not really getting the shots that I want. So I need to move on and do something else. But God doesn't want you to move on and do something else right away. So many times we say to ourselves, oh, I've put as much time in this as I think I should put into it, and then I'm ready to go. And that's not how God's plan is for our lives. We have to really line ourselves up and get in sync with what He wants and what He has for us so that we can get to the place where we reap the benefit that He has for us. And so too many times we are thinking about it for our own selfish reasons. I know that's what I do a lot of times. I'm like, I only want to spend this much time with this situation in this particular area of my life, and when I'm done with it, I'm done with it. But God may have something greater for you. So if I had not sat there and endured, or I adjusted my focus a little bit too much to the right or to the left, that I would have totally missed what God had for me. We do that in all types of situations in our lives. I'm tired of doing it in my life. I want to align myself perfectly with what God has, and I challenge you to surrender yourself so that you can be aligned perfectly with what God has for you, so that you can open that door, you can be in that position, it can be revealed to you that opportunity to reap what you have sowed as long as you don't give up. And I think that's the biggest takeaway that we can really absorb in our day-to-day is to not give up. It's easy to throw in the towel nowadays. We live in a generation of replace instead of repair. And if anybody wants any lasting relationship, whether it be with a friend, a spouse, a place that you live, a job, you have to be willing to repair and endure so that you can get to the benefits that God has for you in that situation. Not everything is meant to be lifelong, but a lot of things are meant to last longer than what we plan to last in them. And we sell ourselves short. So stop selling yourself short on something where you can put more into, especially if it's something that God has placed you in. God doesn't bring you to anything that He won't bring you through. We've heard this over and over again, but it's true. It really is true. God won't allow you to come to a situation and then leave you stranded. He may not present Himself or reveal that benefit in the time frame that you have in mind, but trust me and trust God that He has something for you. And if you're lined up with where He wants you to be at, something will come of it. So I'm trusting God in a lot of things that I'm doing, and I'm enduring something. And there's a project that I talked about, I want to say like 2 weeks back. It's launching, and I'm just excited for how God's going to use it to, reveal more. And that's all I want to do, is reveal more God in everything that I do. So with this project that's coming soon, you guys keep a lookout for it. And when it drops, you definitely will see it. You'll be some of the people who see it first. But wait on the Lord. Endure, don't give up, because in due season you will reap a mighty, mighty benefit. I promise you that. So you guys have a blessed day, and I will see you next time.